Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is News Tower, the Leaderboard Challenge Run Episode 2. So, in our last episode, we knocked out 2 days, one in our home thing and one in the Williamsburg area. This has opened up a few new avenues, and most importantly, our first quest giver, the Mafia. The Mafia is the only quest giver that is accessible in one move, so we are going for them, just so that you can only take one quest per week anyway, so you want to make sure that you're always doing something, because that is a source of money and perks and influence points and useful all around. So let's go talk to the Mafia. Look what we have here. If it is New York's newest publisher. Welcome to Brooklyn. Listen, kid, very disappeared, our uncle, blah blah blah. I'm not going to get into the story here. So the main goal here is we cannot print any crime at all. And if we do that, or rather don't do that, we will gain an influence point and $500. So yeah, a little bit of good stuff in both things. It improves our relations with the Mafia and reduces our relations with the mayor. But I mean, doesn't irrevocably reduce those. So yes, we will accept that. Now, because we cannot print any crime, we must avoid any and all districts. Because now we got to pick a district that wants crime. Because then you'd have a choice between either failing the mission or failing the district. So East New York, no can do, compadre. Maspiff. So this adventurous tag. Even though this is not literally crime and it can come from society, there's a chance that the only adventurous tags that get generated, so the game will generate at least one story with an adventurous tag, so you have a chance to actually nail the district. But if that adventurous tag comes from a crime story, now you're in the same boat. So Maspeth is out. Now over here to Bayonne, I do kind of want to go here to Lowe's Jersey Theater to unlock high society, but also just start tunneling our way over here. And Bayonne has just vanilla society and entertainment, which we have already one of in the drawer. So this is completely crime. Well, it's not completely crime free, but we can get away with printing something other than crime in this area and still be able to get the mob here. West Village also is a safe bet. In fact, we have 2 economies ready to rock and roll. And of course we could go Long Island City here, but yeah, the gruesome is already attaching itself to crime. Hard tragic is also crime, so no. I think we're going to go Bayonne. All right. So we got our things. Let's rock and roll. So we have, our 2 stories are still being worked on. Now these are old news, and unfortunately they are not actually, no, they're not old news. They are not old news. So because they are still in production, at the time of the turnover, they are not considered old news. If they were fully produced, like the icons were green, then they'd be considered old news. They'd get the old news tag. They'd be worth a little bit less. But now this is like fresh, ready to go stories in the eyes of the public, at least. We do have new people we can hire. I'm just going to scan our reporters for really useful tags. No really useful tags here, and not really worth burning our cash to re-roll for. On this front, deadline driven. Yeah, maybe. What do you got here? Extremely slow, but extremely cheap. No, thank you. And then over here for utility workers, we do need some utility workers. Resilient might be good. Nocturnal's probably pretty good for a maintenance worker because they're going to need to poke their heads into here, and I don't have any lighting in here. But also Resilient might be good for that. But we'll wait for something to break before we hire the person, whether or not we can get away with that. But yeah. Well, we got 2 out of 3 of our telegraphers. Third one's getting a water drink break. But at least our production staff here are going to be busy. Oh yeah, get back to work and get your thing. I'm not going to wait for the 3rd story to come in before I send my reporters out, just because that's a long delay. Right, so I am going to... There is no economy left to research already. Oh, well, there's one here. So we can get a triple, depending on the nature of it. But what I want to do is... So we need society... Basically, I want to emphasize everything except for crime. I want crime to be done last because we're not going to be doing that. So, all right. So this is one. Actually, this can. Yeah, we need to hit both branches to get it, but this actually matches nicely because this will match up with our tag over here. Let's look at our other one. This looks like just pure sports. Pure sports, that's fine. Yeah, Dana, you can go pure sports. You already got some chops in for sports. We want to save our society person, so we are going to send you to here. Jetstream and Cats goes over here. And then that way we have society available for our next story, which is hopefully a society story. Yeah, everyone's just refreshing themselves, which is fine. I mean, I'd rather them do that now than in mid-crunch time. All right, another entertainment, which is fine. I mean, we have them out here. I'll take a one for 2 tagger. Not too bad. While I am here, let's order some more paper. Just make sure to keep our supply up. I know we have some more stuff that is moving along here. Oh yeah, this our supplier. Let's turn back on food supply. So yeah, I'll turn it on for everything. I may do a supplier where like all of their stuff is like they are nothing but transporter here. But for the moment we gotta diversify. All right, we will probably just wait for Dana to come back and deliver this before we send him back out to sweep up the other tag. All right, we got another Jetstream. Yeah, you can go finish this one off. Dana can finish this one off. And then the other one finished itself off, so we will start getting more. Where's our other, oh, yeah. Using the loo, that's fine. So, of course, they're stacking this person high, but fair enough. It's supposed to auto-distribute the work based on availability and likelihood of finishing it on time. Here's our first society, and we've got perfect. And also, we have another light bulb, so we can double barrel the light bulb combos if we put those together. That will take care of that district. And that's another nice one research, 2 tag affair, so very efficient. We've got 3 economy tags cooking here, so we can make a whole page of economy. That's the other useful bit for having stuff hold over. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We need to. Yeah, all right, so our movie people are separate, so we'll need 2 posters for that. That's okay. And then the boxing glove people we can get with 1. Almost forgot to do that. Not that we were under any time crunches, but might as well speed them up where possible. All right, yeah, now we're mopping them up and knocking them down. Still have more politics and sports to go before we get to any kind of crime. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to like follow up or do crime stories. We just can't print them. They'll be fine if they're old news, or if we can like laser time it so that it is not old news. Official start movement. Okay. Yeah, you go there. That'll probably give us our political booster. But I'm waiting for the processing one. We should hit that in the first few days. I'll wait for that one to finish before we... There we go. All right, there's our first crime. Obviously, we care about... Ooh. A police fine. I mean, that's really good. And there's a few other sports here. Neither of these two have traits that can help out risky things. But, I mean, we got a couple $100. I think we'll be okay. I don't think the police fines are that horrific. All right, looks like we're going to get something. 150. That's not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna pursue this one. We're just not gonna print it. We've got more than enough stories to fill our newspaper for non-crime stuff, so I'm not too worried. But might as well put the option on the table, and if we use it, we use it, and if we don't use it, we don't use it. That's fine. That'll also give us some extra crime stories to combo up when we have a future thing where we are allowed to print crime, and we might have a district that wants crime. That can be really useful when you're going for districts for tags that you already have in the drawer, even if they are old news. All right, we got you done. There's our election map. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and you're done here. We'll wait for one of you two to come back here. Let's place this election map before we forget. And all right, we can wombo combo it with a single. All right, last story of this thing, and it's more crime, but it's an item. We'll take some crime. Well, crime item. And we've got more than enough time to print all this. It's just a matter of can they get to it, but that's okay if they don't get to the crime stories. I'm actually just perfectly peachy with that. And that is all of the stories there are to grab. How's our paper situation? 150, we're probably going to need a little bit more. Let's give you 200. I don't think there's a limit to how much this thing can hold, but I mean, once your paper gets more advanced, you're going to be cramming hundreds upon hundreds of pages into it. Alright, there's our item. Crime board. Let's get the crime board placed here. And yeah, another double-double. Beautiful. You can't get double-doubles for everybody, but for the big items, it's useful. Like, I wouldn't mind if the sports people were separate, because these boxing gloves are small. The movie posters, I'm fine getting 2 of them to split them up, but these big ones, it's good to combo them up. Alright, we're good here. Ah, all right. I mean, can I get away without placing a repair module? Or is this person just going to sit here in perpetuity until this thing gets fixed? Probably. Yeah, they're just going to sit there until it's fixed. Fair enough. All right, fine. All right. I mean, we're almost done printing. Let's wait the extra, like, 3 minutes. And actually, if we roll the presses now, they won't have time to finish the crime stories, which means they'll be fresh by the time we actually print. So this is a time where we actually would want to... Okay, so, so this is our most valuable story right here, and we need to make back some money from that, because the silver tag is 5K, which is worth 2. Actually, both of these are the 3 bronzes, or the bronze plus a silver, are equally valuable. So let's do this. We'll put you here. Then we can double up the entertainment, and then we can sports. Is there anything that combos off of sports that we can sneak in there? No, I don't think so. So we'll find... What we'll probably do is... So we do have the 2 light bulb ones here. Actually, we only have 1 society story here, so it's not going to combo off of anything. So we kind of have to combo off of the light bulb. So that gives us what we need to win the district. So now this sports story is going to get the ×2, and we absolutely want to include that one for comboing. But then at this point, we don't really have anything else to throw down. So we might as well go for the 2 tag non-stale story here. Because, yeah, the entertainment one isn't going to match with anything. That should give us, and that gives us a slight increase of sales over what our last one was, which gives us another influence point. This is going to be kind of like, what's it? The Game Dev Tycoon, where you want to do well, but not too well, so that you can keep farming up extra influence points from beating your best sales. That being said, I am going to try to get as much as I can out of these, because we also want the money. All right, I think we're golden on both fronts here, and we don't want them to finish either crime story, so they'll be nice and fresh. And also, I don't want our employees to go hungry for too long, so I can cheap out. Don't hire a maintenance person now. There we go. That extra $500 from the hidden agenda is very important. Got the district gotten. That's another influence point and more. Yeah, no increase in costs. Okay, so let's go check out our thing. Print at least one mafia. Favorite team is about to play. So this is your hint that this mafia tag comes attached to his sports. So we want sports in our next one. Let's write some fear into the giant's head, won't you? We will accept. All right, so now we need sports. That is crime and heartbreak. No guarantees of sports. This is sports, and this adventurous can give us some crime as well. It also opens up the stadium. And then up here we've got both of these as old news, but not particularly exciting. Entertainment and gossip is fine, but not that exciting. We've got tragic and society, but I do want to make sure that we're getting sports, so this is our way to guarantee that sports. It'll open up a few more locations as well. Okay, so let's set our people to focus on sports, and then adventurous comes from crime and I believe it was society. Yeah, crime and society. So we'll focus those three. Oh yeah, let's actually get a repair person in. I need to stop cheaping out on that. Workbench. Let's see. Big bladder. Oh, increases walking speed. I could use that. And then you are just cheap. No, I'll take the increased walking speed. Yeah, because we got a big lineup outside the water cooler here. So yeah, let's have you fix that. This may do a little bit more damage to us than I realized because of this lineup. What I'll probably do, just to hopefully they stop lining up, is put down another one somewhere, even if it's temporary. There we go. We'll put it down here. Yeah, it looks like they're persistent. Well, let's get started, I guess. Oh, there's our mafia tag. Wonderful. Go for it, Dana. Yeah, because everyone's going to be occupied getting food here before... But we might as well have another water cooler down here. We also don't want their concentration to be lowered because they're hungry, because then that makes them do sloppy work, which hurts sales if that ends up in the if that tag ends up on the report. We could use another order of paper. I mean, we're ordering more than we're using, but it's just good to have on file. I'm glad we have a few stories built up here because we are slow off the starting block here. Oh yeah, let me double check our reporters just for unique or useful traits. Nope, nothing to write home about. What are you? Messy. No thank you. First lady injured. Ooh. An arrest. Interesting. I mean, there's too many tags to this story to not take this risk. Bonnie, we're gonna send you in there. Ooh. 4 days. Ow. And now we need another society person. We may need to hire somebody to help supplement. I think we're going to move you over here. We need a supplemental person. No, I'm not going to be down a person for that long. Now, whether or not we can get another reporter with the same combo, we'll find that out. Because now we need to send another person into the fray. Bonnie was Entertainment, Society, Sports. So let's see if we can get that combo. Or at least as close to it as possible. Society. So there's Society, Sports. We're just down in Entertainment, which should be okay, at least in this district. I'm going to actually move your desk. And is it going to let me? No, it doesn't let me move it, stash it rather. Because I want them to get the society poster. Yeah, society, that and economy. For another trash tolerant, which isn't really that exciting of a trait, but we need the person to fill in. And I do think they need the globe. That should do it. All right, let's send them back into the fray. Luckily, the danger is gone. Yeah, 4 days in the slammer is going to be tough. And we may end up only having that person on as a temp. Alright, we got crime and... Ooh, what's that? Insider. Interesting. We'll go for it. I mean, I guess we don't need to emphasize, well, we've used up all the crime. So we don't need to emphasize sports anymore. So let's just go after society. Red herring. Interesting. So... educational and a red herring. So a red herring's a negative tag, but it's not that bad, all things considered. And this can be a pretty hefty one, so Let's get you cooking there. And then once we have our other society person back, we'll be good. And what do we have here? Aha! Unfortunately, our politics people are occupied. We've got plenty of time left on this one, but we absolutely want this story to get there. And then here we can do jet stream. To get ourselves a sweet insider story. That being said, you know what? I think it would behoove us to go back onto sports. Because we want at least one other sports to combo off of the one sports we have to print with the mafia tag. Even if that one doesn't have mafia, as long as the sports combos off of sports, we're good. How are we? Yeah, you should be fine. Everyone's cooking, I think. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this one's pretty much done. Oh, this person can't see? We'll move it over one. We're probably going to scrap the fifth reporter until once this person gets out of jail. All right. There's our sports. We definitely want to go sports angle here. Oh wait, yeah, no, we want sports. And solar, there's our adventurous tag. Dana Black's making his way back. Once he gets back, we can grab this one. And this one's critical. Like, this one has to make it to print, which might be a little bit dicey in terms of getting this one to actually print. Let me see. Sort by readiness. I wonder, I want to say there should be a way to bump up the priority. Prioritize, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want here. We want that one prioritized because that adventurous tag needs to make it to the paper for us to win the district properly. So as soon as he gets back, all right, so this is a valuable one. Probably won't make it to this printing, but we can hold on to it for next week. And we can get you cooking here. We would like to prioritize this one as well. And yeah, we can prioritize these. Because we want at least one combo story for that sports, and that's a pretty good one. And we're running a little bit close to our deadlines here. Yeah, we'll just wait for Jetstream to come back. As long as they're still working the story and researching it or producing it, it won't go stale on us. Oop, and what are you? Oh, I think you are the thing that we've been waiting for. The production speed items. So even if we're not going to print that story, we just need to finish the assignment. All right, yeah, you're out on assignment. You can finish your dab, and then we'll probably nix ya. Yeah, this is one we're going to wait for a little bit. Because we need the solar eclipse, which will be done by Sunday. Damar Wins Again will be done, is not going to be done. So we're going to have a lonely... we're going to have a lonely sports edition here. We'll wait for somebody to come back just so we can start this one. Yeah, there's the metal slug trolley. Maybe this will get us over the line here if we install them like right now. So this gives a skill to typesetters and assemblers on either side of it. So this will speed up their process and their process, and it is worth every penny. Now, will we get this still Monday? No, not in time. One last late, oh geez. We'll see. I mean, I want the object, even if we're not going to do the story. Man, I even prioritized you. We'll probably just carry this. We did get the solar eclipse, so that's the important part. But we'll let them. We'll let this carry ourselves out to the end. Yep. All right, let's do it. All right. So as far as our we need to print our Mafia sports. These three are stale. These are probably not making it in. This is our sweetest story right here. We can worry about the Mafia sports situation later. I also might just do this without the, I could trash the beefy arm aspect and make it ready, right? But, just minus a tag. We'll see about that. Let's not be too hasty. All right. We do have... we'll throw you on here. That gets our adventurous tag taken care of. And then society, we can do the red herring here. It's not a huge number of combos. But this light bulb isn't ready yet either. All right, now on here, I think we want this silver tag, the insider. We can do sports, and then I guess if we can leave it out by its lonesome. And we can just do a twofer tag here. That gives us 85. Actually, if we swap in, that's 83, which is actually not too bad, because it again, we don't want to greatly overshoot our sales target. So I'm actually going to take the lesser tag here, and that also gives us alarming as an outstanding ready-made story. Now, granted, it's going to go stale, but that's okay. And we have literally just enough paper to make this happen. All right, we've got our people, we've got our mafia. Let's do it. Record sales, hidden agenda. Good cash money, good district. All right, opened up some more avenues here. Let's see what you got for us. So sell 83,000. Well, that's how much we sold last time. So as long as we beat our sales record, we should be good. All right, yeah, blah blah blah. We'll sell the newspapers. That's something we want to do anyway. We also opened up our first couple of things here. We could get the clipboard for sports bonuses, a medium plant, or a gumball machine, but I'm not really interested in all that. I want to tunnel our way here to this industrial city harbor. All right, so East New York. Let's find some stuff that we have. So we already have a society and a heartbreak or a tragic ready to go for here, but I want something bigger. We have all of these, I think. Oh no, we don't. We have none of those. Never mind. What am I talking about? We have all of these. Astoria. That could give us access to the courthouse. We don't need that right away. There's also Jamaica, which there's our alarming. There's our gruesome and our defeat, politics, sports. We want something with more tags on this one. Long Island Cities, yeah, we're going to be going into that one raw. Police station could be useful, and then this just opens up a few more locales. There's also Greenville, which we already have these two, but again, it's a twofer. I want more. So I think we're gonna go down this way because we've got these already. Then again, I mean, it is tempting to. I don't feel comfortable doing just that, but it is tempting to go up to Astoria since we have literally all three of these. Let's do it. Because it's going to give us more of those tags, so we're going to get some double-double combos by already having some in the tray. Even though the courthouse is not what I really wanted to beeline for, this is going to help us expand. All right, let's do it. All right, folks, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.